Bitcoin was one of the hottest investment vehicles of 2017, rallying almost 1,300%. But what do we know about the technology behind it, blockchain? We hear so much about this word, but what's really happening with it and what are its many uses? Joining us today is Michael Gord. He's the CEO of MLG Blockchain Consulting. Michael, you join us from Toronto. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You know, we hear so much about blockchain that, like I said, it's almost become a buzzword. What do you think are the most revolutionary changes to commerce that blockchain has brought so far?
The most revolutionary changes that blockchain has brought so far, I got to preface by saying that blockchain is in its infancy and that blockchains are not scalable enough today for enterprise use. Shortly they will be, but the changes that we've seen to commerce today are just the beginning. I think that the only application of blockchains that are in production are digital currencies. And the main use case today that people are actually using digital currencies for is to trade money instantly across the world for goods or services.
So when you say it's in its infancy, are you suggesting that just every company out there will be using blockchain one day?
I think that the same way that almost every business has a website and almost every piece of information that has value has a web page to display the information. Every piece of value will be stored on blockchains, or will have a niche blockchain for the use case or for the line of business.
So Michael, getting back to Bitcoin here for a second, it obviously got the most media attention because it's the largest by market cap. But some are saying that the newer coins actually have superior technology. Do you see it that way?
I wouldn't say superior technology. I would say different use cases. So you can add on many of the features that have been implemented into the newer technologies into Bitcoin. So it's very possible that all of these blockchains will change in usefulness over time as more
Right.
functionality is added and as more scalability is achieved. But I would say that the easiest way to compare that would be that a single website like Google,
Right.
let's say, could do everything on the internet. It could be a search engine, it could be a social network like Facebook, it could be a professional network like LinkedIn, it could be a news channel like Bloomberg, it could be everything. But there's many different networks on the internet, and for a business, if a business is operating, then it has a network of suppliers and their staff and just everyone that deals with the business. So I
Right.
think that there's going to be many different blockchains that power different networks, the same as there's many different websites that power different networks.
What do you make of Bitcoin's correction here?
I want to reframe the entire price conversation. Um, I think that digital currencies are up 1,000% approximately in the last couple of months. So that's the rather than the 5,000% or whatever before the correction. But I think that it's a healthy correction, and I think that the only way to consider the price of digital or the market cap and price of digital currencies is up over the short term.
Okay, what's your outlook in terms of price
Um,
forecasting for Bitcoin? Where do you see it headed?
I think that we're just at the beginning of the digital currency adoption curve. I can't make
Well, do
comments
you think it's going
on.
to go back to 20,000 higher?
I have no comments on the short term, but I think in the long term, the usefulness of digital currencies, including Bitcoin, will continue to go up, and I think the demand will continue to go up, and the supply is staying the same.
Are you invested in Bitcoin? I'm assuming yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to invest in another, maybe you are, do you prefer Ripple, Ethereum, Litecoin? What do you like?
I think that many different token networks have different usefulness. I wouldn't comment on any of them as an investment vehicle. But I think all of Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple, maybe less so Ripple, but I think that all tokens have a different niche that they fill in the
Right.
market.
Do you think one will surpass Bitcoin in popularity? And which one could that be?
I think that there are many tokens that could surpass Bitcoin in popularity. But I think that Bitcoin will continue to have a usefulness as a store of value. And I think Bitcoin will continue to be, at least for the short term, will continue to be the on-ramp into the thousands of other digital currencies from fiat.
All right. Michael Gord, thank you so much. Best of luck with your company.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for having me on the show.
And thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow.